Let's travel back in time. Imagine Africa, centuries ago. Picture a land teeming with life, where the sun rises over vast savannas and the horizon stretches endlessly. This is the cradle of human civilization, a place where ancient cultures thrived and left their mark on history. In southern Africa, a great civilization flourished. Nestled in the heart of Zimbabwe, this was a place of wonder and grandeur. The Great Zimbabwe civilization rose to prominence, showcasing the brilliance of its people. This was Great Zimbabwe, a testament to human ingenuity. The city was built with precision and care, using stones that have stood the test of time. These structures are not just remnants of the past, they are symbols of a sophisticated society. It wasn't just a random collection of huts. Each stone was meticulously placed, each structure thoughtfully designed. The city was a marvel of engineering, with walls that reached impressive heights and buildings that showcased architectural prowess. This was a sophisticated city. It had a complex layout, with areas designated for different purposes, from residential quarters to ceremonial spaces. The people of Great Zimbabwe were not only builders, but also planners and visionaries. We are talking impressive stone structures. These walls were constructed without the use of mortar, yet they have endured for centuries. The craftsmanship is evident in every stone, each one fitting perfectly with the next. All this without modern tools. The builders of Great Zimbabwe used simple yet effective techniques, relying on their knowledge of materials and their environment. Their ingenuity allowed them to create something truly remarkable. Yeah, they were the original stone-cold stunners. Their work was not just functional, but also beautiful, with intricate patterns and designs that added an artistic touch to the robust structures. Great Zimbabwe stands as a monument to a forgotten time. As the sun sets over the ruins, one can almost hear the echoes of the past, the whispers of a once thriving civilization. It tells the story of a powerful kingdom that was rich in culture, trade, and innovation. The ruins are a testament to the strength and resilience of its people. The Shona people built this marvel. They ruled for centuries, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and intrigue. Their culture and traditions are woven into the very fabric of Great Zimbabwe. Great Zimbabwe was their crowning achievement. It was a center of power and influence, a place where leaders made decisions that shaped the course of history. The ruins whisper tales of their legacy. Each stone, each carving, tells a story of a people who were ahead of their time, who built something that would last for generations. It's a story of innovation, trade, and ultimately, mystery. The true extent of Great Zimbabwe's influence and the full story of its rise and fall may never be known, but its legacy endures, captivating the imagination of all who visit. Great Zimbabwe wasn't some tiny village. It was a marvel of its time, a testament to the ingenuity and organizational skills of its people. At its peak, it was a bustling metropolis. Imagine the energy, the vibrancy, the daily hustle and bustle of a city that was alive with activity. We're talking 18,000 people. That's a significant number, especially considering the era. That was huge back then. It was a population size that rivaled many of the world's great cities of the time. To put it in perspective, London had a fraction of that population. While London was still growing, Great Zimbabwe was already a thriving urban center. It was a well-planned city. The layout was meticulously thought out, with areas designated for different purposes. Distinct areas existed for the rulers and the common folk. This separation ensured that the city functioned smoothly and efficiently. Think of it as an ancient Manhattan, but with better parking. The organization was ahead of its time. The elites lived large in the hilltop enclosures. These areas were reserved for the ruling class, offering them a vantage point over the city. The commoners resided in the valley. Their homes were strategically placed to ensure access to resources and communal areas. This urban planning speaks volumes. They were organized. They had a system. The city's design reflects a deep understanding of urban needs and social structure. This wasn't just a random bunch of people throwing up buildings. It was structured. It was civilized. The architecture and layout demonstrate a high level of sophistication and foresight. The artifacts found here tell us even more about their daily lives. tools, pottery, and other items reveal a community that was not only surviving, but thriving. In many ways, the urban planning of Great Zimbabwe can be seen as a precursor to modern city planning. The principles they used are still relevant today. Great Zimbabwe stands as a monument to human achievement, a reminder of what can be accomplished with vision, organization, and community effort. The Great Enclosure is the showstopper. This structure is massive. It's made entirely of stone. Did I mention no mortar? That's right. These stones were carefully placed. They interlock perfectly. It's like a giant ancient Lego set. The Great Enclosure's purpose remains a mystery. Was it a royal palace, a fortress, an astronomical observatory? We don't know for sure, but that's part of the intrigue. It's like a giant puzzle begging to be solved. One thing's for sure, building this was no walk in the park. Great Zimbabwe wasn't just about impressive buildings. Their economy was booming too. They were sitting on a gold mine, literally, and they knew how to work it. They traded this gold far and wide. Think Arab traders, Indian ocean routes, the whole shebang. This wasn't your average barter system. These guys were international players. They had connections. They had wealth. This trade brought in more than just gold. It brought new ideas, new technologies, and new cultural influences. Great Zimbabwe was the epicenter of it all. Section 5. Beyond gold, cultural treasures, and artistic prowess. Great Zimbabwe wasn't just about material wealth. They had a vibrant culture too. Archaeologists have unearthed some cool stuff. We are talking intricate pottery, delicate beads, and even soapstone sculptures. These artifacts tell a story. They speak of skilled artisans. They reveal a people who appreciated beauty. These weren't just objects. They were expressions of their identity, their beliefs, their way of life. Section 6. Whispers in the Wind. Theories on the decline of Great Zimbabwe. The story of Great Zimbabwe is one of grandeur and mystery, a tale etched in stone and whispered through the ages. What goes up must come down, right? This ancient city, once a bustling hub of trade and culture, eventually faced its decline. By the 15th century, Great Zimbabwe was in decline. The reasons behind this decline are as complex as the city itself. The exact reasons are still debated. Some blame climate change. The region experienced significant shifts in weather patterns, leading to prolonged droughts that could have severely impacted agriculture and water supply. Others point to political instability. Internal conflicts and power struggles might have weakened the societal structure, or overexploitation of resources. The land and its resources could have been pushed to their limits, leading to unsustainable living conditions. It's like a game of historical clue. Each theory offers a piece of the puzzle, but none provide the complete picture. Was it Professor Plum with the drought in the Great Enclosure? The drought theory suggests that the lack of water and food resources led to the abandonment of the city. Or Miss Scarlet with the trade route collapse in the marketplace? The collapse of trade routes could have isolated Great Zimbabwe, cutting off essential goods and economic stability. We may never know for sure. The debates among archaeologists and historians continue, each new discovery adding another layer to the mystery. But one thing is certain. Great Zimbabwe didn't just disappear overnight. The decline was a slow and complex process, influenced by multiple factors over time. It was a gradual process, shrouded in mystery. The ruins stand as a testament to a once great civilization, inviting us to ponder and explore the secrets they hold. Section 7. Legacy etched in stone. Great Zimbabwe's enduring impact. Great Zimbabwe may be in ruins, but its impact is undeniable. It stands as a testament to the power and ingenuity of Africa's past. This wasn't some European invention. This was 100% African innovation. The legacy of Great Zimbabwe extends beyond its impressive ruins. It's a symbol of African self-sufficiency and achievement. It challenges the narrative of a continent lagging behind. Great Zimbabwe reminds us, Africa has always been a place of innovation and grandeur. Section 8. Unraveling the past, inspiring the future. Great Zimbabwe in modern times. Great Zimbabwe isn't just a relic of the past, it's a living, breathing archaeological site. Researchers are still piecing together its secrets. New discoveries are always around the corner. This isn't just about digging up old stuff, it's about understanding our shared human story. Great Zimbabwe has the potential to rewrite history books. It's a reminder that there's still so much we don't know, and that's exciting. Section 9. A Journey Through Time. Visiting Great Zimbabwe. Today, want to experience Great Zimbabwe for yourself? Pack your bags and your sense of adventure. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and trust me, it's worth the trip. Walking through the ruins is like stepping back in time. You can almost hear the echoes of the people who lived there centuries ago. It's a humbling experience. It makes you realize the vastness of history and our place in it. Section 10. Echoes of Greatness. The future of Great Zimbabwe's story. The story of Great Zimbabwe is far from over. It's a story that continues to unfold with every new discovery. As we learn more about this lost civilization, we learn more about ourselves. Great Zimbabwe is a reminder that the past is never truly gone. It lives on in the stories we tell, the questions we ask, and the discoveries yet to be made. So, the next time you hear about a lost civilization, remember Great Zimbabwe. It's a story of resilience, ingenuity, and the enduring power of the human spirit.